Chapter 5. Ashley's point of view. Mo does the knocks on the door twice and a few seconds later, the blonde Irish one answers it. He smiled innocently. "Hey," he says. "Hi," me and Lucy say blankly. Mo and Niall talk for a little while until he lets us come in. They were new here, but their place was extremely messy at this point. Boys are boys, right? I find the others sitting on their bed, one playing guitar, and them singing. They immediately stop when they glare at three of us girls. "You're the one who stained my perfectly good shirt," Harry teased. "An accident," I reminded as Lucy rolled her eyes. "So what brought you girls here?" Liam asked. "We're just being good neighbors. You know, since you're new and all." Mo smiled. "So why do you hate us?" Lewis asked, getting straight to business. I locked stares with Lucy and exchanged a few glances with Mo. "Well, there is so many things that—" "No, don't listen to them. We don't hate you. I mean I don't." Mo interrupted Lucy. "Ah, so are we friends or something?" Zane asked. I didn't really want to answer that. I had the urge to say no. I'm sure Lucy did too. "Yeah," Mo stopped Lucy again. I mentally face-palmed myself. I stifled a laugh of angriness at Mo. "Wow! I think I should get going." I pretend to look at my watch. "You don't even have a watch, love," Harry says as they all laughed. "Oh, like I didn't know that." Naya Louv, I mocked but muttered it to myself as I made faces. "What was that?" he asked. I roll my eyes. "We kinda have to go, because there's this thing we have to." "No! You can stay for a while, can't you?" Zane interrupts me. People really love interrupting me and Lucy. Mo gives me a pleading face. I groan slightly. "Fine." Lewis's phone rings. "You know you can't answer that because there's no signal and we're in the middle of nowhere?" Lucy reminded. He sighed. "I'll try anyway," he shrugged, running out of the cabin to search for some signal. Jessica's point of view. I'm sitting in a boat right now and I've been struggling to untie the rope from the metal stick. I groaned, still trying my best. "Need help?" I find one of those guys from that band One Direction. I think his name is Lewis? "No, I can do it myself," I sternly said. "Now you can just leave." I add a bit too harsh. He made a pouting face, pulling my hands off the rope and untying it himself like it wasn't anything. "You're welcome," he smirked. HMPH. I huffed, also smirking fakely as it faded and went back to a frown. I was rowing away until he still comes and sits next to me. "Get off, or I will push you off here myself," I shouted. He laughed. "Annoying." "Nope. I guess you can't do that because there's always that one special cabin waiting on us for the rest of the time you're here," he says. UGHH. "Oh yeah. So I mean I have to place nice to this guy? This guy? Really now?" I groaned, deciding that I should just play the silent treatment on him as I rowed the boat. Do you mind helping?" I hissed. "Course, babe." He smiled. "Don't call me babe." I shot at him. "Oh, feisty one I see." He smirked, ignoring me. Oh, I remembered I was doing the silent treatment. Starting right now. I did stay quiet. "So what's your name again, love?" he asked. I pretend to not hear him and look out in the distance as I rowed. "Silent treatment now, is it?" He goes for poking me in my rib as I move away. As I jerked, the boat shook. "Close one," I chuckled, muttering that to myself. For a second there, I thought the boat would flip over. "You talked. Now what is your name?" he asks again. I groaned. "Jessica Wilson," I say plainly. "Your mother's Sarah Wilson, right?" "Dare." I make the duh face. He pushes me for no reason. "Stop pushing me, you jerk," I shout, pushing him back harder. "I was just playing. No need to be sour." He whined, pushing me back. "Why did you even?" I feel the boat flip and the cold water run around my body as we were now under the boat. We both got out from under the water. I screamed at him. "What the hell?" I shouted, pushing him once more as my feet paddled under me. It was really deep, actually. "I'm sorry." He was laughing. He was fucking laughing. I growled, flipping the boat off of the both of us. I see that we are in the middle of the lake and it's a far way back. I hate you. He was still laughing. Oh come on, wasn't that just fun? He splashes me. I gasped at the cold feeling of the water. I splashed a bigger wave at him and now he was cold. I was the one laughing now. I want to get back, so hold the boat, and I'll try to get in. Hey, what about me then? He asked suspiciously. I'll pull you in. I say. Okay, now hold the other side. Yeah, like that. And now I'll just... Ah! I scream as I felt the boat flip over me again and I'm once again underwater. Lewis did it on purpose. I immediately went back up to the surface and pushed the boat off of me. I gave him the best death glare. I will freaking drown you. I push his head into the water and he started jerking. I laughed to myself, but I wouldn't actually kill a person, so I let go. What the hell was that for? He asked. For pushing the boat over me again. Now we won't get back to shore because of you. I shouted and shoved him. This isn't all my fault. He says. It is? No. Yes. No. Yes. Ugh, I hate you. I finish it off and swim away. I'm just gonna swim my way back no matter how much I'm tired right now. I'm barely that far and I'm tired. Lewis catches up to me in no time and asks me, wanna ride on my back? I shook my head. Not if. You were the last person on this planet. I talk through my deep breaths. I scream as I felt myself sink. I don't want to die. Okay, okay, I answered as he smirked and I hopped onto his back as he swam off. When we get back to shore, now he's the one tired. I stifled a laugh. That wasn't too bad. Thanks, British guy. I chuckled. No problem. You're heavy for an average 19-year-old. He says. I smirk. How do you know I'm 19? And I am not. Take that back. I shoved. You look like it. I guessed. And no, I think I won't. He shrugged as I roll my eyes. Well, you're wrong. I'm turning 20 the day we leave the camp. I stick my tongue out. He just smiled. I still hate you. I squinted. Sure you do. You'll like me by the time we leave, I'm pretty sure of that. Oh, don't be too sure, Tomlinson. I stick my tongue out and walk away. He catched up to me. Sue, I want to know more about you. He says as we walk side by side back to their cabin. End of chapter 5. Subscribe to channel for exclusively stories and to play all parts this story. Don't forget to like and comment. Chapter 6. Jessica's point of view. There's nothing you really need to know about me except for my name. I mean, you're a pop star. This is crazy. I shrugged as we were emerging closer and closer to their cabin. He smirked. So if I'm a pop star? I'm extremely normal. All of us lads are. He says, and I accidentally lock a stare with him. I look away. Well, then you'll probably have to prove that. Was the last thing I said as we entered the cabin. Everyone looks at us. Where was the other one? I think his name is. Yeah, Zane. Why are you guys wet? And Jessica, I thought you went by the lake? Ashley tilted her head. There was a bit of a mishap. I glare, referring to Lewis. Zane's point of view. Okay, so you could say I was the most bummed about leaving our usual life in a hotel and everything. Now we're in cabins made out of wood? I could have sworn I saw a rat in our bathroom back there. I sighed, looking out at the lake. When's the fun gonna start? I mean, I never been to camp, but I'd really like to do something our time here. I get interrupted by overhearing a conversation. As nosy as I am, I walk up closer to that cabin hiding in a bush. Shut up. Just don't anymore. Fuck you. I hear a girl crying and she bursts out of the cabin, slamming the screen door behind her. She was crying hysterically until she saw me with my eyes widened. What the hell are you doing here? She grumbled. Oh, I know her. She was that girl friends with the girls who visited our cabin. I'm sorry. I was peeing. I lied. Then why are you still in the freaking bush? She asked angrily. I sighed, getting out of the bush. I'm sorry, But may I ask? What happened? I asked. Alyssa's point of view. Well, I guess I should tell him, am I right? No, I shouldn't. It isn't any of his business, and he doesn't even know who I am. You don't know who I am, so I think you should just leave me alone. I say and speed my pace up. But he catches up, pulling on my wrist, making me spin around so I was facing him. I don't care, I care about you. He says. I sighed as he led me to sit down next to the lake. What happened, love? He asked. I had a crush on this guy, and I thought he liked me back, but he kissed a different girl right in front of me. Sue, obviously he was just playing me. I say, which brought tears to my eyes too. Now it was silence. See how I am? I'm such an awkward person. There is still nothing that'll change my hate for the vain kid, but I just needed someone to talk to right now. It's okay if you don't care actually. No one does, I say with a light chuckle. That's when he spoke up. Course not, that isn't true. I care, he says, nodding his head. And you think that'll make me like you? I laughed, wiping my leftover tears. He shrugged anyway. Will it? He asks. I thought, making a thinking face. No, what the hell? Course it won't. I didn't answer to that. But I sighed. What just happened came back to mind. No one ever liked me for me. And I don't think anyone ever will. You know, I think you're really beautiful. And I think guys should treat you right. You're better than what people think. Wow, that is seriously the nicest thing someone has ever said to me, aside from Ashley complimenting how I looked good in a dress. Obviously it's a lie, but whatever floats her boat. I shook my head shyly. No, I'm not beautiful. Don't say that, and guys won't ever treat me right. I say, tucking a strand of hair behind my ear. Well, I'm sorry about everything. You need a hug? He pulled a small smile. I smirked half-heartedly. Hey, why not? I still hate you. I hissed at the end. I mean, this is just once when someone is being so kind to me. Why not make the most of it? I hug him quite awkwardly, but I somehow felt safe in his arms. Why? Why? I notice I'm still in his arms until I clear my throat and pull away. Think I should be getting back. You know, we're going camping and hiking tomorrow, Sue. I need a lot of rest. I say. We only have 18 more days. I hear him say as he catches up to me. Yeah, so? I asked. We're running out of time. He smiled. For what? I chuckled, furrowing my eyebrows. Nothing. I mean, it's just camp. And you're in a boy band. I answered. And so? He mimicked. You're all famous. If you're trying something on me, please don't. I know how you boys are, and I don't want anything to do with you. I say, gesturing my hands. We'll just see about that. And we're not the people you think we are. He explained. Yeah, sure. I raise my eyebrows, and sooner or later, we're back at their cabin. I really was hoping on getting some sleep. I go ahead of Zane and swing the screen door open to find the girls setting up their sleeping bags on the floor while the boys just were smirking at Ashley and Lucy, who had frowns on their faces. What is going on? I say in a motherly tone. Wait, I'm not even a mother. SLEE point of viewer. The Lewis guys cheer as the others snickered. Okay. Wait, what? End of chapter 6. Subscribe to channel for exclusively stories and to play all parts this story. Don't forget to like and comment.